You're going into the game today, you always think of a number of scenarios that can happen. And one thing I thought to myself is we haven't had a bad practice all year. We haven't played a bad half all year. This team's been very consistent. And I thought to myself, I had a hunch, what if the bad half comes tonight, particularly in the first half? And that's what happened. And again, we gave away a soft goal. We had ankle weights on. The tempo was slow, and we've played at a fast tempo all year. We've played some of the top 10 teams in the country, top 25 level teams, and matched their tempo or dictated the tempo. And I thought UC did what they wanted to do and played at the speed they wanted to, which is slower than what we used to. So halftime was the first time all year I've raised my voice with these guys. It's a very steady group, but they knew, and they responded to it. And I think the great thing was, as bad as the second goal was, to score one 35 seconds later was great. And I think a number of the plays, the core or the catalyst in a number of the plays were our juniors and seniors, which really is what these games are about, in a rivalry like this. Yeah, and one thing I'll say about UC is I was going over my notes today prior to leaving for the game, and I said, geez, these guys are all young, and this team, if it stays together, is going to be, a force to be reckoned with going forward. But the first game, I coached against UC when I got here. We sat behind midfield. We didn't come out. We just prayed, and we had nothing. And I think slowly each year we've added a little more and had a little more of the play and kind of become the favorite. And when I was here, we weren't. Having said that, they did a good job to get a 2-0 lead, and we were down to UAB 2-0 about 10 days ago and responded terribly. Nobody thought we were going to come back, and we talked about that, and we had a meeting about that 2-0 deficit. And I think, like many things in life or in a season, the lessons you learn ahead, you don't want to repeat them, and I think that allowed us to, to prevail tonight. A great crowd, great venue. This team played Maryland for 88 minutes toe-to-toe, got home at 7 o'clock in the morning, had a 3-hour lightning delay our opening game, got the game over at midnight, bust 8 hours to UAB, played them, got home at 5 o'clock in the morning, find out the next day we have no field. We don't have offices right now. We've trained at 3 different high schools. We've played at 2 different venues. We allow a goal to Dartmouth, 28 seconds left. We go toe-to-toe with Virginia, could have beat them. And then you go down tonight 2-0. And I think early in the year, adversity can be a good thing. And this team is pretty resilient, and I think as frustrating as some of these, things we're dealing with right now are, we have no control over them. And I think in a funny way, they're uniting us, and we're learning lessons from them. They're thickening our skin for the long run.